Warning, the deck you're about to see is a total meme. Do not waste your wild cards building this deck. That's just the disclaimer. Okay, guys, so the deck we're playing today is a meme that I really wanted to play when I saw this card, Role Reversal. Now, Role Reversal is not a great card, but it's a really fun card. You exchange control of 2 target permanents that share a permanent type, and it costs 2 blue and 1 red, which is pretty restrictive in terms of casting costs, so that kind of creates some issues occasionally, but I really wanted to play Role Reversal and make a deck that's actually good, but where Role Reversal actually is important. So this is kind of what I've eventually come up with, okay? We're pretty much playing like a... Gosh, it's like a Jeskai Planeswalkers deck, but with Role Reversal and a few other quirky things thrown into the mix, okay? So we're playing 4 Saheeli Sublime Artificers, and the reason we're doing this is because we want to hit Saheeli so we can create servos that we can then switch for our opponent's creatures. We want to Role Reverse our opponent's creatures for our little servos, because we don't care about them, we just want to take their power away from them, right? So this can be really good because if they're playing any deck that plays like God Eternals or something like that, we can't really straight up remove those because they go back into the library most of the time, but we can trade them for our little tiny 1/1 creatures. So that can be super nice, okay? That's the main reason we want to do this. We want to switch little creatures for big creatures. That's the main thing, but sometimes we also want to trade Planeswalkers. So we're running a lot of Planeswalkers in this, and before I get into every single Planeswalker, we are running 3 copies of Sarkhan the Masterless. Now he's kind of the center point of the Jeskai Planeswalkers deck because he can turn your Planeswalkers into dragons. We're running 3 of him. I went through a couple iterations of this deck, and I really didn't want it to be Planeswalker deck, but it just it ends up needs to be Planeswalker deck because we lose every game if it's not, right? If we don't have a bunch of Planeswalkers on the field, we just don't have as much power, and Sarkhan is a very, very powerful Planeswalker right now, so that's what we're doing, but sometimes we are going to be winning other ways, right, by stealing people's creatures. That's actually... It's about 50-50 on our win condition, right? So we have this as kind of a win condition as switching their big creatures with ours, and then this is also a very nice win condition we have. So we run a lot of Planeswalkers. We run 3 Teferi Time Ravelers. I don't really have to talk about Teferi because he's just so good. This Teferi is showing up in like 50% of the competitive decks right now, like of the top tier competitive decks. So that should tell you something. If you can get your hands on some Teferis, do it. He's really strong. We also run 3 Narset Parter of Veils. She's super important because she prevents control decks from taking over the game with card advantage, right? This helps us maintain some semblance of card advantage, and it prevents our opponents from drawing a bunch of cards on their turn, or on our turn as well. Now, we also play 2 Teyo the Shieldmage, and this is one that I debated at first because Teyo is just really not that good, but here's why I'm playing him, okay? He's basically a crappy Planeswalker, right? And sometimes we want to switch our opponent's good Planeswalker for our crappy Planeswalker. And we usually want to be trading them our Teyo for something good, right? Like a Teferi Hero of Dominaria, or a Liliana, or an Ujin, or a Nicol Bolas, something like that. But also he helps us stay alive against aggro, because he can create little wall creatures that are blockers, good blockers for 2/2s and even 3/3s occasionally that will attack us and keep us alive a little bit longer. And he gives us hexproof, which is actually very important in the early game, right? Because there's a lot of thought erasure, there's a lot of Angrath's Rampage going around, things that are going to be making us like target opponent, cards that say target opponent does this, right? Either discard a card or sacrifice a creature or something like that. And this prevents that, which is really nice. We also run 3 Deafening Clarion here. This is a really good sweeper. It prevents us from getting overrun by aggro. So of course this will occasionally hit our own little servos that we're creating with Saheeli, but most of the time we have to play this to get rid of a bunch of creatures of the opponents. We also run 4 Shocks and 4 Ops, because Opt is really helpful for drawing us cards, but we get a scry and then we get to draw, so it's just nice to maintain a little card advantage and kind of pick what card we want on the top. Shock is just removal at the beginning of the game. It kills stuff. And it kills Planeswalkers too. It's not like Shivan Fire that only targets creatures. Shock kills Planeswalkers as well. Spell Pierce is very important, and at first I was running Negate, but I've switched over to Spell Pierce because we sometimes want to be able to play this on turn our opponent's turn 1 or 2 in order to prevent either a duress or a thought erasure. It's very important, and this can still come in handy later on in the game when they're playing Planeswalkers. They're tapping out to play Planeswalker or some other kind of instant or sorcery spell that's really that we really don't like. So Spell Pierce is very nice in that regard. We also run one single copy of Ral Storm Conduit and one copy of Karn, Scion of Urza. Karn is nice because he can create us constructs that are going to be really powerful if we have a lot of servos on the field. My brain is not working very well. I couldn't think of that word. If we have a lot of servos on the field, constructs are really good, and this can help us draw cards. It's nice. Ral Storm Conduit can do a little bit of damage for us, and it can scry. And occasionally this is going to be copying something. We really want this to be copying Role Reversal. That's the biggest thing we want. We like that. That's all I'm going to say about that. And then I talked about Sarkhan already. Our mana base is a little goofy because I don't have a lot of rare lands, but we are playing 4 Interplanar Beacons because we're playing so many Planeswalkers. This is very helpful to fix our mana and to gain us some life. This can actually be a little problematic though sometimes when we're trying to cast Role Reversal or Deafening Clarion and we don't have the right mana because we've got Interplanar Beacons on the field. So you could probably cut this down to like 2, but I think you really need this for the life gain for Planeswalkers. We run a Lightning Strike to kill stuff. We run one Search for Azcanta to flex card advantage and to go fetching cards for us in our library, and then we run 2 Baffling End. And the reason we do this is because this helps us obviously get rid of creatures, right? When Baffling End enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or less. When Baffling End leaves the battlefield, target opponent creates a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token with trample. Now, what we want to do with this is play it. We exile a creature from our opponent's field, and then we can Role Reversal. So if for instance they have an enchantment that is very important to them, like let's say another Search for Azcanta or a Wilderness Reclamation or something like that somebody might be playing, we can switch it for our Baffling End, and that will not create a 3/3 dinosaur creature token. Now, I learned this after playing a bunch of games because Role Reversal, it stipulates that you can exchange control of 2 target permanents that share a permanent type, so they have to share a permanent type. We cannot switch a 1/1 servo for our opponent's Nicol Bolas, right? We have to switch Planeswalker for Planeswalker, creature for creature, artifact for artifact, enchantment for enchantment. And that's why we're running some enchantments. We want to make sure we're hitting all of the permanent types, right? We also sometimes will switch lands with our opponents, like if they have an Adonto the First Fort or even an Azcanta the Sunken Ruin or something like that. We can trade like a basic land for one of those that actually helps us a lot on occasion. Usually we don't want to be doing that, but sometimes it's helpful. I think that's all I want to talk about. We're going to be playing this in not ranked today because it's such a meme deck. I didn't want to take it into rank and get my butt kicked, so let's just play this in normal play. Let's go do it. Hopefully this queue isn't too long. I've been trying to think of like a good name for this. I've been calling it like, I have it titled Saheeli Switcheroo right now, but we're also not playing Switcheroo. We're playing Role Reversal, so I guess it makes more sense to call it like Saheeli's Reversal or something like that. I don't know. There is also a spell called Narset's Reversal. That's a thing. I actually kind of like this hand. We can see what our opponent's got. I'm going to keep this because we get Teyo the Shieldmage and or Saheeli. We'll get Saheeli on turn 3, but before that we can definitely get a shock in. We can't play our Opt for forever. So we got to draw into blue mana for that. Llanowar Elves. Okay, jeez, that's not good. We're just going to go ahead and shock that so they can't ramp. Because they only have 4 cards in their hand. So that will slow them down a lot. Incubation Druid. Okay, well. Okay, that's kind of mean. I just top decked a shock. So we'll go ahead and actually play Sacred Foundry. Yeah, we'll play the Sacred Foundry, then Interplanar Beacon and get Saheeli onto the field. Okay. What you got? A Merfolk Branchwalker. Oh no! So I guess this is just mono green. Okay, where are my blue mana sources? Please. Where are my blue mana sources? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play Saheeli. I'm not worried about taking 2 damage on her at this point, because I'm going to play Teyo next turn and get a shield down for us. A wall, I should say. Oh no, she goes to 3. Hey, Steam Vents is nice. We're going to shock that in and then play Teyo the Shieldmage, and we actually go up 1 life, so we get back to 20. And we have our Opt ready to go on our opponent's turn. Let's go ahead and make a shield, or make a wall now, and then pass the turn. What do they got? Jade Light Ranger. Okay, I'll let that resolve. Wild Growth Walker. Alright. They're starting to piece together their explore package here. Pass to attackers. Is that really what you want to do? I'm going to block with the servo to go ahead and take this guy out. Yeah. That's fine. I don't know why they did that, but okay. I don't think I want that, actually. It's just not that useful for me at this point. Role reversal is significantly better. We'll go ahead and get Narset, though. Narset, we can't really play role reversal at this point. I guess I should have put down the Interplanar Beacon first. That would have made more sense. Definitely would have made more sense. Also, why did it tap my Sacred Foundry instead of my mountain? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, but we'll go digging, and I think we want Search for Azcanta. And we'll make another shield and play... We'll play Interplanar Beacon here. We still cannot play a role reversal, which makes me sad. Oh, gosh. Okay. So if they attack with Jade Light Ranger, I will block with a wall. Gotta keep my boys alive. My girls, I mean. My Saheeli and my Narset. Gotta keep my gals alive. Rabid Bite. Man, don't bully me. I don't know why they did that. That's kind of strange. Let's go and play Search for Azcanta. Narset. And we find Teferi. Time Raveler. Yes, please. We will play Teferi, and we're going to put their Wild Growth Walker back into their hand.
Trust me. You'll thank me later.
We definitely don't want to put Jade Light Ranger back, because that would give them a... yeah, we'll play that, because now we can actually roll reversal. And that's all I want to do. Actually, I'm going to attack. I'll attack for 1 damage. Yay! 1 damage. And end my turn. Okay, we've got plenty of blockers here to keep our planeswalkers alive, and we're getting ready to reverse these roles. I really am hoping they play... Golly, I would love for them to play a Vivian Reed. That would make my day. Llanowar Elves, okay. We'll keep that on top and draw it. Let's go ahead and plus you. I'm actually going to wait until their turn to play this, because I can with Teferi's thing. I can wait and play the role reversal on their turn. But I'm going to go ahead and play... Ooh, wait, do I do this? I don't think I do this. I'm going to hold on to Teyo for now. Just because if I switch... If they play Vivian Reed at some point and I want to switch my Teyo for her, I can do that. And then play another Teyo, is my point. Okay, that's 5 mana. Carnage Tyrant. Well, that's no good. I'm going to go ahead and roll reversal these two. Carnage Tyrant is very bad against us, so I kind of hate that. We're going to need a Sarkhan the Masterless very quickly. Shock is... not going to do it for me. Just not going to do it. Lightning Strike also is not going to do it. Carnage Tyrant having Hexproof makes me very, very sad. But I can block with their own stuff. I'm totally fine for now. Like, this is very, very okay situation to be in. Yeah, so he attacks with Carnage Tyrant. Let's pass 2 attackers. If he attacks with Carnage Tyrant, I can block him and kill the Carnage Tyrant. I'm gonna... He's killing Teferi. I mean, we'll just... Yeah, I mean, we'll take the hit on Teferi. He goes to 1 here, but that's pretty okay. Yep, pass to damage.
Time for plan B, as soon as I think of one.
And I'm going to go ahead and Lightning Strike their Wild Growth Walker. It makes us a servo and gets rid of their biggest blocker that we aren't really that concerned about. We'll Graveyard Deafening Clarion. We don't really need it at this point. Transform you, pick up Sacred Foundry, and we'll go fishing with Azcanta the Sunken Ruin. Another Teferi the Time Raveler. Yay. But I'm not going to play that yet because my Teferi's still alive.
Don't worry, I got this.
I can keep this up all day. They're pretty much out of cards. I really want... Oh God, I wanted them to play Vivian Reed. Please, Shempy, have a Vivian Reed in your deck. You probably don't, but that would be fun if you did. What lands are going to get tapped for this? Yeah, that's fine. There's our Sarkhan the Masterless. Ha ha! And do we win the game? We can... No, we don't quite win the game, but almost. Almost. This is horrible for our opponent. We can only attack them for 16 this turn if I turned all of my planeswalkers into dragons, so I'm just gonna do that.
This might be a bad idea.
Yep. Hello, opponent. If you attack me with any of your creatures, all your creatures will die because of my dragon. And Sarkhan's passive is really good. Galta Primal Hunger. Oh no! Oh no! Good game. Good game, opponent. I wanted a role reversal on there. Galta the Primal Hunger. Gosh darn it. That would have been so funny. Oh man. That was a good one. That was a good one. We do pretty well against mono green, I must say. We do pretty well against mono green, except for the Carnage Tyrant issue. Of course, we resolved it that game, but we don't always have good answers for Carnage Tyrant. All right, Friobi. Obi-Wan Friobi. Gosh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can keep this hand. We see what our opponent does, and then we've got lands to play opt into more lands to play Saheeli and Teyo, so we're okay here. We are right. And what do we see from Friobi here? What do we see? Temple Garden, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and... Yeah, I'll just play this tapped, I guess. I'm a little bit worried this is going to be an aggressive start for them. Okay, Abzan. Morphle Branchwalker. Alright, that's not too bad. Spark Harvest. Oh, shoot. Spark Harvest is pretty bad. I'll play Hallowed Fountain for now. Pass the turn. We have 3 opts, so we can go digging for stuff. I mainly do need... I'm going to need Spell Pierce for the Spark Harvest. Jade Light Ranger. I don't like this start for the opponent. All lands, okay? Pass 2 attackers. And then we'll opt now. Spell Pierce is... I mean, it's good. But doesn't... I mean, I'm going to take it because it does help us with a couple of things. Like, especially if they have a Sorin coming out next turn, it does help us quite a bit. Gosh. I think I'm actually going to hold up the shock so I can shock this Branchwalker. Because if I play Teyo, he just probably dies next turn. Presumably. Yeah, he dies next turn. So I'll just play it slow. I can shock the Branch Walker and still opt. I need more lands so I can actually do stuff once I play Saheeli. Of course, if they try to play a Sorin here, or even an Ajani, I can Spell Pierce that, which would be very helpful. Okay, they're letting that come in tapped, which is an interesting choice. I'm not sure why they didn't just play the Isolated Chapel. Branchwalker, resolve that. Resolve! Command the Dreadhorde. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Pass to attackers. I'll go ahead and shock this one for now. Then I'm going to opt to see what we can pick up. Role reversal does not help us at this point. I think we need to bottom that. Unfortunately, we do have to bottom that. And we pick up a Sulfur Falls, which is very nice. The bad news is, even if we play Saheeli, she's just going to get killed here. This is a bad start for us. Goodness gracious. We need a Deafening Clarion ASAP. I'm going to play Teyo the Shieldmage, actually. Gains me a life, which is more important than I would normally think. So we do have a Spell Pierce ready still, and we have an opt for the end of their turn if we need it. The Wanderer. Yeah, we'll Spell Pierce that. Well, will we? Yeah, we'll Spell Pierce the Wanderer. I mean, the Wanderer's not that good. I could have let it resolve. But I do need that non-combat damage to come through for me. I could take the hit. No, I don't think I take the hit because what I need to do is make a... Ah, shoot. I'm in a bit of a pickle here. I'm in a pickle for sure. Because I want to be able to play... I want to be able to play the Sarkhan, but I know that he's just going to die next turn. Either to Spark Harvest or to just attacks. They're coming up on being able to play Command the Dreadhorde, which is a bit scary. Choosing a number of target creature and or planeswalkers in graveyards, which can be my graveyards, which I hate. I really hate that. Let's shock this in. Why not? Screw it. We're going to shock that in, play Sarkhan, make a dragon. Because the dragon, if they attack with the Jade Light Ranger, the dragon kills it, and I can block their Merfolk Branchwalker. So my guess is they just Spark Harvest at this point. But this at least gives us a blocker to keep us alive for a little bit longer. Alright, Friobi, what you got for me? He's got enough mana for Command the Dreadhorde, but not enough stuff in graveyards probably to make it worthwhile. Yeah, like he's got a Teyo, a Wanderer, and a Branchwalker. That's not really a whole lot. Especially when you're going to lose, what, 10 life from it? I guess he's deciding whether to Spark Harvest or not. Dude, really? Why did he do that? Well, what was the point? I guess now he can Command the Dreadhorde. Maybe he... Seeker Squire? Okay, I'm not sure. Not convinced he really wanted to do what he just did. But what can you do? What can you do? Do you have a Vraska's Contempt? Why would he have attacked if he had a Vraska's Contempt? I don't understand that. Okay, so now he's Spark Harvesting. I'm not sure what the point of that was. He's just building up a... Command the Dreadhorde, which is a bit scary, so I need to get a Spell Pierce ASAP. That's why I'm going to play Ral, actually. Normally, I would not play Ral here. I would play Saheeli, but I really need to get a Scry. Or, actually, cancel. I could minus him and copy the opt. That might be the play, actually. Oh, but if I... Dang it, if I play opt, I can't even play the freaking... Why did I tap like that? Ugh. The auto tap has been screwing me really hard recently. Yeah, I mean, I still have to copy the opt, I think.
You're not gonna
We'll go ahead and deal our damage there. Glacial Fortress helps us play a Spell Pierce, but... Ah, jeez. Okay, well. Shock. Oh boy, that's lovely. I mean, frick, I'll take it. This is about to get really, really rough. I am worried about this. Whew, this game is bad. Command the Dread Horde. Not having a Spell Pierce here really hurts me. Really bad. I can do some stuff, though. Kaya's Wrath. Why would you not just command the Dread Horde? I don't understand, man. What is the point of that? Maybe he he probably dies if he commands the Dread Horde, because he doesn't have Wild Growth Walkers. He doesn't have Wild Growth Walkers, so he can't really do it. Okay. My turn. Yes, Interplanar Beacon. We'll go ahead and scry.
You must be accompanied by a parent or guardian.
Shock on top. I think we put that on the bottom, probably. Yep. We gain 2 life, so we're actually okay. The Command the Dread Horde is not as scary when I know that they're probably going to die, so yeah, I'll just pass the turn. See what they play, because if they play a Wild Growth Walker, we have to kill it. Like, we really have to kill it. People keep... Okay, every time I played this deck and actually gotten a Ral onto the field, they've been more, like, more anxious to kill Ral than any other Planeswalker, which I don't understand, because Ral is good. He's good. He's not that good, though. I guess they just assume if I'm playing Ral, Okay, so nope, they're killing Saheeli now. Okay, that's whatever. I'll play the shock now. Go ahead and shock them. Deals 3 damage, and I create 1 servo. Yay!
Time to come up with a new plan.
Spell Pierce, actually pretty nice. Scry.
If I could just distill
If it's a... Yeah, Deafening Clarion goes to the bottom. And I attack for 1. Yay! Okay, what does our opponent do here? What do you do, Friobi? Wild Growth Walker. Okay, they can't play... We'll go ahead and scry again. See what we've got. Clifftop Retreat goes to the bottom. We can roll reversal. Wait, okay, so they have... Yeah, I think we actually really need a roll reversal at this point. Because if they were to have a land here, I wouldn't be able to Spell Pierce the Command the Dread Horde. So that's why we need to do that. But if they Command the Dread Horde and get a bunch of Explore creatures back on the field, then I will probably lose. So, Kaya's Wrath, huh? That's unfortunate. Yeah, they can pay the mana if I Spell Pierce, so I have to let it happen, which sucks. Because they've got... Darn it. Shoot! Their Command the Dread Horde is about to make me super sad. Well, we keep that on top. We can't draw it, though. Dang. Go ahead and play Teyo. Because I gained some life, at least.
I am Teyo. Let me be your
Yikes. I'll go ahead and make a wall. Why not? They're going to be able to pay for the 2 mana to uncounter their Command the Dreadhorde. They do have to decide what to bring back. But if they play Wild Growth Walker and bring back Explore creatures, they're going to, like, they more than make up for it with the life gain. And now I'm wishing I had a Deafening Clarion again. Okay. Yikes. What are they getting? I wish I could see that. I mean, I'll go ahead and play the Spell Pierce now. I wish I could copy that, but I can't copy it. Oh, they die. Yes, that 1 damage. Actually, I wasn't counting. I couldn't see what they were. So I couldn't see what they were bringing back, and I couldn't count the mana costs. But that 1 damage that Ral just did actually won me the game. That was absurd. What an absurd game of Magic. That's dumb. That was so dumb. Okay, let's keep playing this deck. This is so fun. I love this. Why would I play anything else? Oh, man. Oh, man. Whew, doggy. That is one of the dangers of playing Spell Pierce rather than just negate. Because if I had a negate, I could just straight up negate it, and then they would lose because they would not have their Command the Dreadhorde. But Spell Pierce is still, I think, a better choice in most scenarios. All right, let's go ahead and get our... Yeah, this is a good hand. I like this hand quite a bit. Gosh, I've got the hiccups now. Sacred Foundry, followed probably by just Sulfur Falls. Oh no, Johnny's welcome. Okay, Baffling End is an interesting thing to have here. My guess is it's just mono white. Yeah, mono white like Ajani's stuff. Ajani's Pridemate. That's fine. We gon' lightning strike you. Ha, you did, boy. And then we will Interplanar Beacon and play our Teyo the Shieldmage. Do we play Teyo here? Or do we make a wall here? I don't think we make a wall at this point. I'd rather be able to play my Deafening Clarion without killing my walls. If they play, like, yeah, Healer's Hawk here, whatever. I can just wipe their board with my Deafening Clarion, and I don't even lose a wall. That's a good game. Sorry, opponent. You will lose very soon. Yeah, buddy. Nice. Jeez. Oh, man. That's bad. Now we can make a wall. I appreciate them trying to be, like, play aggro here, but, playing out all of your creatures into a Deafening Clarion is not the smartest. I mean, I probably would have done the same if I were them. Yeah, we'll just make a dragon here and make another wall. I'm not worried about what they've got. I can make both of these. Okay, Conclave Tribunal doesn't matter too much. We got a Narset now. Not sure why you tapped all my blue mana down when you could have just freaking used Interplanar Beacon to get that 2 blue. Cause now I can't Spell Pierce, but I'll take the Karn. Karn is pretty chill. We gotta get some damage in because they've got so much life gain that we're gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while to kill them, so we don't want to give them too much time. Venerated Loxodon, not tapping, not convoking on anything, so that's an interesting choice. Oh, jeez. Well, we can't roll reversal right now because we don't have the mana right for it. But we'll play Karn here. So we do gain life, and then we can just flex card advantage here, so we'll go ahead and start getting stuff. Yeah, they give us the Interplanar Beacon. Obviously. We could Baffling End on their Venerated Loxodon. And then roll reversal with the Conclave Tribunal. I'm interested to see how that interaction works. Actually, I'm going to do this just for science here. Wait, what? Oh my god. It's converted mana cost 3 or less. I'm an idiot. Oops. Well, either way, we can still test my theory by switching it for their Conclave Tribunal. So, whoopsie! We'll block with a wall. I want to keep my stuff alive as much as I can. Azcanta Vanguard. That would have been nice to play Baffling End on. Conclave Tribunal, probably on my Karn, yeah? Okay, Opt is a thing. I don't like it, but it's a thing. Let's go ahead and Opt. Actually, we want this island, yes. So then we can play Role Reversal next turn. And, yeah, we'll Baffling End on Azcanta Vanguard. So then they have nothing in their hand. And only one thing on the field. I could play Teyo here. But I actually want to say, just in case, because if they play Gideon, or Ajani... Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll block that. I want to keep my Narset alive for now. Okay. Please tell me this is going to work. If it doesn't, we're going to... Okay, I'm going to try to do this. We want to... I want to get my Karn back. I'm going to try this. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay. Oops. We're learning here. We're learning. I'm going to go ahead and play the Teyo. Yeah, I'll play Teyo. Fine. Whatever. I'll make a wall. Yes, this is the one I want to keep. And I'll make a wall creature. Pass the turn. So if I was smart, I would have just played the Teyo in the first place. Switched the wall. And the Venerated Loxodon. Attacking Teyo. Okay, well... There's no point in not blocking this. Go to my turn. Sarkhan the Masterless. Yeet. Big yeet. Let's go ahead and first create a wall. Do I... The thing is, yeah, I think I make the dragon token, because if I make the token and I keep these all alive until next turn, I win the game next turn. As long as I can block with the wall, yeah, that's a good game. Man, they flooded pretty hard. Also, I'm don't see Baffling End in mono white very often. That's a pretty good game. Honestly, this deck is pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I think we got time for one more game. I mean, these have not been too long, except for the first one was pretty long. Hopefully this doohickey, the waiting room that I'm in, matchmaking, that's what it's called. Matchmaking doesn't take too long. Combo decks focus on finding and casting spells that work together to produce powerful effects. No way. That's news to me. All right, Northot K. North OTK. That's probably what it's supposed to be. Yeah, let's keep this hand. It's not perfect, but it'll work because I do get a shock and I have the makings of a role reversal. I'm going to play this tapped because this potentially... Okay, not what I was expecting. Dang. I need a land, so the opt is very important here. Okay, no Jade Light Ranger, which is surprising. Let's just opt. No. I mean, there's no point in not doing this, right? So we take the opt, and we opt again. We cannot take the Teferi Time Raveler, unfortunately, because we gotta have a land! Yay, Sacred Foundry. Okay, cool, 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 cool. We'll go ahead and pay 2 life to play Teyo here. Because Teyo helps us play a wall and keep our stuff alive. Okay, so that's not fun. They keep that on top, probably. Nope. Interesting. Role reversal. You know what? I'm gonna roll reversal the Wild Growth Walker and this wall. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't want them to be beefing this guy up. I mean, I could have waited a little bit for them to beef him up and then steal him, but I feel like I don't want them to gain a ton of life right now. Maybe that wasn't the right play. Maybe I just should have played Saheeli, but... Okay, so they Death Sprout, which is... Why didn't I make a wall? Why did I not do that? That doesn't make any sense to me. Not sure why I didn't do that, because now he dies. Ugh, that was dumb. Dang it. Why I do these dumb things. Okay, Glacial Fortress is actually pretty good. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll pass the turn. So we can shock this Merfolk Branchwalker on their turn and create a servo. Liliana Dreadhorde General. Yeah, let's go ahead and... wait a second. Let's see what she does first. Yeah, we'll resolve that. Oh, no, dang it. Oh, I should have killed that first. Shoot, because now they get to draw a card. Darn it. I did not think that through very well. Let's go ahead and do that. Ah, man. Yep, I should have done that the right way. This is an interesting proposition here. Yeah, I take their Liliana, no question. I should have minused their Saheeli. Yeah, I'll make a zombie. This is why we play role reversal, so we can steal planeswalkers. That's fun. No attacks. This may get Vraska's contempted or something here, which, fine. Not the end of the world. They're killing... They have another Liliana. Didn't expect that. That is not super fun. Huh. Darn it. Let's make another zombie. I think we play Sarkhan here. We do this, and then we can kill... No, we at least knock down their Liliana pretty hard.
That's no way to treat a lady.
Because I want... Yeah, I didn't want her to be able to make a sack creature so they can draw cards. What I really need is a Narset so I can go ahead and Deafening Clarion, and they won't be able to draw cards, but... Because I can't Deafening Clarion at this point because they draw too many cards, and I don't really want that. I mean, of course, we would draw cards as well, but we also... Yeah, we get to her ultimate here unless they kill her. Which is nice. God dang, I love role reversal. It's so fun. It's so fun. Okay, opponent. What you got for me? Casualties of war. They destroy a land and my Liliana. Darn it. Okay, that's not cool.
Putrid, but effective.
Yeah, now they can mess me up pretty good. Wish I had a dragon. Let's block like this. I'm gonna let them draw the card there. Wait a second. No, why would I block like that? Because I don't want it to kill all of these yet. We'll block like that. We'll take out one of their attackers, but I want to keep my Sarkhan alive so that I can make a dragon. Or actually, I can turn him into a dragon and kill their Liliana. Oh no, Wild Growth Walker! Okay, yeah. My course of action here is very obvious to me. I'm turning you into a dragon. I attack the Liliana. And then I just clear the board. And I've got a Spell Pierce up if they do, like, if they play Command the Dreadhorde here. I can't Spell Pierce it because they have plenty of mana, which is a bummer, but what you gonna do? Wild Growth Walker. Good thing I have another Deafening Clarion just ready to go. We will turn you into a dragon first, and then we Deafening Clarion to get the lifelink out of you. I think we go for the face. Saheeli doesn't do much for them right now. Yeah, I can't really do much about that. Yep. Okay. On my turn, I'm going to make a dragon. Instead of turning him into a dragon, I'm just going to make a dragon. Oh, good. Land, actually. That's very nice. Yeah, let's make a dragon. Let's play Ral here. Scry. We're getting a little bit dangerous. Yeah, put that on the bottom. I don't need that at this point. I need threats. I need things to play. I'm terrified of Command the Dreadhorde. Dude, do you know what his passive does? Yeah, you're just losing your Servo and your Merfolk Branchwalker. I'm sorry about this. You shouldn't have done that. You really shouldn't have. People forget about his passive so much. Yeah, nice North OTK. Good one. Oh no, Moment of Craving. Yeah, sure, whatever. Oops. Yeah, we'll scry you up.
It all built up to this.
Yep. Keep Karn on top. This time I'm going to turn them into dragons and kill their my Saheeli, formerly known as my Saheeli. Just to get that off the field so they can't make more servos, we'll play Hallowed Fountain. Oh. Luckily we have 2 Spell Pierces here if they happen to top deck Command the Dreadhorde. Jade Light Ranger, which is a bummer because this will double buff their Wild Growth Walker, but they only find lands. Ah, that's funny. So they still can't kill Sarkhan. They can take him to 1. So that was a close one. They can take him to 1 though. No, they're going after Ral. See, this is my point. Why would you? What is the point of doing that? Ral is so not. That's not even close to as dangerous as any other thing might be. Like as any of my other planeswalkers.
You can bury your crying.
Teferi, yes, we definitely keep Teferi on top. So since we have Teferi on top, I guess I do this. A Lightning Strike. Yeah, do they give me Lightning Strike or Teferi? Important questions. Lightning Strike. Okay. Yeah, we'll make a dragon.
Behold!
That seems like the play. If they attack with Servo or Jadelight Ranger, both of them die to my dragon. Pass to attackers. The Wildgrowth Walker can definitely... Still, they're going after Ral. A thing I don't understand. Also, it's just still, why are you attacking in this way? Like, there's no point in attacking with those when you... They must just be playing for a Command the Dreadhorde. That's the only thing that I can think that they're doing. And they have 12 mana though. Jeez. We block. No, wait. I shouldn't have blocked. I should have let him go to 1. Should have let him go to 1 to keep my dragon alive. Dang it. Yeah, I'll pass to damage. At the end of this turn, I'll just kill their Wildgrowth Walker. They know I've got it. Oh, God dang it. Why am I this bad? I'm misplaying everything. I should have just shocked or lightning strike to them. Dealt 1 to the Wildgrowth Walker. Oops. Yeah, we'll go Interplanar Beacon. Minus him to get my Teferi. Scry. Put that on the bottom. Turn everybody into dragons. Oh, tap this to do that. Yeah, there we go. The Interplanar Beacon auto tap is not always the smartest, so you sometimes just have to do it yourself.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Yeah, we'll just plus him up.
Here we go.
Seeker Squire. Oh no! Right, like, unless he pulls a Command the Dreadhorde somehow, or like top decks Command the Dreadhorde, which he didn't, we win the game. Okay! Good job, man. You really did it. You really did it. Because now we can do this. We can, first of all, return you. We just need to deal 1 damage, which will be really easy if we can... Darn it. We just need to cast the Spell Pierce. That's all I need.
If I could just distill lightning into a potion.
Rip me. Please cast a non-creature spell so I can try to Spell Pierce it and then kill you with 1 damage. Please, I'm begging you. Good game, opponent. Good game. Good game. This deck is cool. That's going to be it for the video. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's hardly any different than Jeskai Planeswalkers. It's just like, it's pretty much just Jeskai Planeswalkers with a little, with role reversal and thrown in there for some meme fun. So, play Jeskai Planeswalkers. It's really strong. It's good. Alright, that's all, folks. If you're still with me, thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like on it. That really helps me out. And if you're new to the channel, I welcome you. Please consider subscribing if you would like to see more of my videos. This was cool. Bye!